Hello everyone. Um, I'm going to do another different upload today to what I originally maybe anticipated. I will be bringing back the top 10 YouTubers series tomorrow. But for now, I just wanted to talk about something that's come to my attention lately. And that is the subject of quote unquote girl gamers. And that label and how it's being used um, on people. Now, Melanie Mac, who is a gamer that I'm subscribed to, she did a really good video on this subject, and yeah, I agree with some of the points she made in that. Um, I mean, it's it's a it's a big talking point. Obviously now with YouTube being as it is, there are a lot of females with gaming channels, and I think that's great. It is really great to see, and I just don't. It's this label though, this thing where as soon as a girl is seen on YouTube, um, they get labeled a girl gamer, and it's kind of instantly putting them in a box and saying, "Oh, this is a novelty. This is something that's just like a niche." It's just something that's, yeah, like I say, a novelty. And some people just, I mean, we don't say guy gamers. We just would say a gamer, and that's kind of the problem with it because, um, I mean, in general in society, I think we have far too many labels, that we don't need, and yeah, the less labels the better because people should be free to be who they want or do what they want to do without instantly having labels thrown onto them. But yeah, in terms of the whole girl gamers thing, um, I mean, originally when video gaming was starting up and beginning to take off and pick up momentum, at that point, and this is like I think the late 80s, obviously computing gaming was seen as like a really geeky, nerdy thing, and was it was a niche itself then. It wasn't something that lots of people did, and it had a reputation of just being like an antisocial thing. I don't know, like, yeah, and people just gave it that, portrayed it with that image, and I don't know how true that was, but yeah, it's evolved through time. If you look at gaming through time, it's so different now. Like everything in society, it is so different now to what it was back in the late 80s. I mean, so many people are gaming now, and yeah, it's not just about gender. Like, more, I would say there's more in terms of age groups, more diversity, and I mean, I think it was things like, and I had this myself because I had a PlayStation 2. When the iToy came out, if anyone remembers that, that's where I think the tide started turning, and it was more, games become about more than just appealing to the hardcore gamer. They were more about fun and branching out from gaming just as it was seen and going into new areas. And if you look now, I mean, that was kind of the forerunner. The iToy was like the forerunner to things like the Nintendo Wii, which obviously, yeah, that's taken that idea further. And then things like the Kinect on the Xbox, yeah, things like that. I mean, it's not just a gaming system anymore. It's a whole multimedia device, and that has obviously brought in more um, markets, and it appeals to more people now, that maybe would have never been interested in video games before. I mean, like everything, a gaming console can do pretty much everything. I mean, yeah, everything's got so many capabilities, and games consoles, I mean, you can pick it up and it doesn't have to be, you don't necessarily have to game much on it. You can do so much else as well. But yeah, I'm kind of getting off point. I mean, in terms of the girl gamers thing, yeah, there probably are more girls into gaming now. And I mean, things as well, like if you go back to when Tomb Raider come out, I don't think there was many lead female characters before that, and I think that if you look now, there are more uh, females in like lead roles, and yeah, you can see how it's evolved over time, um, with females now being more integrated. Because I mean, it doesn't happen enough. I think um, females should like get main roles in games more often. I mean, if a character is good in a game, then that's great. It doesn't matter about gender. That's the whole point. But yeah, it would be good to see that maybe more on occasion if it's appropriate for the game and it works. It makes sense, of course. Um, if it doesn't, just go with whatever gender's better, but and makes sense to the role. But yeah, it's a big talking point. It really is, and I've seen quite a bit about it recently. And there's this thing as well where some girls will get they'll get bad feedback, and they'll get accused of just being a girl gamer, if they don't play certain games and don't put certain content up, and it is unfair because I mean the whole thing is, what is the definition of being a gamer? How can you even define it? I mean, if someone says the favorite game is, I don't know, Flappy Bird, and they only play it once a week, even though that is not what you would probably think of when someone says, "Oh, I'm a gamer," why does that make them less entitled to call themselves one? I mean, again, how do you define a gamer? I mean, as soon as you play a game, does that instantly make you a gamer all of a sudden, or do you have to play lots of games? I mean, this is where it's open to interpretation, and I mean, as long as in terms of gaming channels, I mean, as long as good content is being uploaded and it's being enjoyed, it doesn't matter what games they are, and yeah, that's irrelevant. It doesn't matter if they play, like, the female in question plays long games or just short ones, anything. I mean, as long as it's getting good feedback, why should they be treated any different to a guy? And plus, I mean, I understand that yes, there will be some females that aren't really that interested in games, but they'll have seen other females do well on YouTube and think, I'm going to get into that and maybe get some fame or financial success off it. And I'm sure that does happen, but who is to say guys don't do that too? You know, Eva can do it. Eva could. It's not about gender. I mean, and I think you can tell as well if someone's heart is not in it. You can soon work it out when you're watching them do a playthrough. I mean, I've seen some that have been better than others, and you can tell if someone's really into it. And it's not just about this girl gamer label. Guys could easily do that too, and just think, we'll do this channel. We not really have a passion for it, but we'll do it anyway and see how far it can go, and how, yeah, and what they can do with it. So, I mean, the girl gamer target is pretty unfair because, I mean, as soon as anyone is, I mean, if anyone is pretty, like if there's a pretty girl who has got a gaming channel, she instantly is going to get some people just assuming that she doesn't know anything about games, and it's really unfair and it's stupid. I mean, I give everyone a chance. I would have to, I'm never going to judge someone on looks, and no one else should. I mean, I always give everyone a chance and will watch their uploads and just see how they are myself. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess that's all I have to say on that. I mean, the reason I made this video now is because I was kind of like hot on the heels of making the video I did yesterday where I featured Lauren Side on my top 10. And yeah, plus I'm wearing this shirt for this video because I thought it would be appropriate. Yeah, if you can tell who that is, Sonic, who I absolutely love. Like when I was initially getting into games, as a kid, Sonic was my main guy, and still, those games are just awesome and have really stood like the test of time. But yeah, I mean, just one more thing to say on the gamer thing. I mean, obviously, if someone calls herself a hardcore gamer, then yeah, that does have a meaning. And if someone says they play an app game every so often, they're not a hardcore gamer. But these people aren't even saying that generally. They're not coming on and falsely advertising in that way anyway. I mean, I don't play games much anymore, but that's just because I can't. I mean, I play them when I'm with my siblings, but not at home because I don't even have a TV that works, so I can't. I'll play games on my laptop, but that doesn't really work either. So I mean, I can only play basic games on occasion, but just because I don't do it frequently, I mean, I'm still would class myself as like a gamer, and I still like have a passion for it. And yeah, there will be a lot more videos about games that I will make, because obviously, as you can tell by now, I love them. But yeah, just to sign off on this video, girl gamers, guy gamers. I mean, let's just get rid of labels. Like, we have too many labels. Like, if you're a certain thing, you can't be a certain other thing, and people are putting boxes. And yeah, I think that tag needs to just go, the girl gamer thing, and just call them a gamer, which is what they are. Like, they shouldn't be classed as something different just because they're not. People didn't associate them with gaming as much in the past, but now it's wide open. The market is wide open, and girls and guys are equal in it, and that's how it should be. And yeah, there's a lot of, I know so many awesome girls who game on YouTube, and yeah, they deserve all the success they get, and they are on par with the guys in terms of quality of their uploads. So yeah. Anyway, I'm going to cut this video short because it's run a little bit longer than I thought. And I'm probably going to remember stuff I want to say after, like I sometimes maybe do. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I will be back tomorrow with my top 10 YouTubers series, part 5. So yep, I hope to see you again soon. Bye everyone.